Okay, I'm going to go through this showing what the back jaw, if the back jaw moves, what will happen here if you clamp too tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an indicator in here. I haven't checked this in a while, by the way, so I'm hoping that it's still straight. We're going to move over here on the vise jaw. It's been quite a while since I checked this. And we're going to down on the, because I haven't checked my head lately, so I don't know if it's okay. So you can see, I'm hoping you can see that indicator there, 0. And it falls off right at the very end there. Get my indicator moved. I should get my good indicator out. This indicator is all right, but I have a inner rapid that's much better than this one. But anyway, it's 0. All right. So if you tighten your vise too tight, I'm going to show you. This is just a cheap China vise, but it as long as this back jaw is straight up and down and perpendicular, doesn't matter as long as you use a round stock in front. It and you don't over tighten. So we're going to put that on 0. I'm going to put a block in here. I'll just use this. And this is just a piece of aluminum and a piece of scrap laying there. All right, so we're at 0 now, and I just barely got it snugged. Now watch what happens to that vise jaw when I start to tighten. Now there's fairly snug. Now you're already out at 3 thou perpendicular. All right, 3 thou perpendicular out. It magnifies as it goes out. So it may only be 3 thou, but out here is going to be much more. That's why I always stress, don't over tighten. I mean, you can tighten the crap out of it when you're roughing, but when you're doing a finish cut, don't over tighten it. Just barely snug it. Even just barely snugging it, I'm a half a thou on this vise, and that's this whole back piece and everything is flexing. These China vises they're not the cast iron that they're using, and it's just weak in the area there. If you set this vise down on the table and you put clamps back here and clamps up, if you had this down on a vise and not on a swivel, and you put a clamp there and a clamp there, you're going to find that won't happen as much. You can actually tighten it tighter and it won't move. But with it on the swivel like this, you don't want to. You just want to. I should go get my torque wrench and put on here to show you that I'm just right here. I'm just barely clamping it, and I'm getting about a half thou. So you just want to get it to where your part's not going to slide around. Because if you're taking a finish cut, you're only taking maybe 5-10 thousandths, and if you don't have it sticking way up here and you have it down flush, it's the shear is going that way. It's not gonna, the part's not gonna move. So, but like I say, and I should go get my torque wrench. Let's just stop here. I'm gonna go get my torque wrench. Okay, I got my torque wrench here, and the lowest it'll go. I couldn't find my inch pound, so I do have an inch pound, a smaller one, but I don't know where it's at. This is foot pounds, and the lowest it'll go is 10 foot pounds. So we're going to put it on here, and I'm going to tighten it to 10 foot-pounds, and we're going to see what the indicator does. First, I'm going to loosen it up. I'm going to loosen it up all the way. I'm going to get a parallel put underneath this block to hold that block up. All right, so it's right now it's loose, and we're going to set the indicator is at 0. I'm going to put the torque wrench on here, just so you can see I'm not cheating. Here's the torque wrench, it's on there, and we're going to tighten it to 10 foot-pounds. You got to listen for the click. Right there. That's 10 foot-pounds. And as low as 10 foot-pounds, look at 1 2/10, it's moved. So that, like I say, you don't want to over tighten. If I'm going to do something critical, I got my vise on my NC mill. I have that down on the plate. It's not quite as bad, but it'd even be better if I put a clamp over here and over here. 4 clamps. That's why the precision NC vices, that's what they are. They don't have this flange on it. They're straight walled. They're thicker in here, and they're a much better vise, but you can pay through the nose for them too. You can actually get these vices to be a lot better, like I say, by putting it down on the table and clamp and 8 clamps on it, and then you'll find that this won't happen as much. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you that tightening the vise up is very critical if you want to get a precision part. You don't want to do that. You don't want to over tighten. I mean, you can tighten it when you're doing your rough cut, but on the finish cut, no, don't over tighten your vise. That's all. Catch you later.